'cause all we gonna do is sing and dance and party down and play outside too. Let me hear you. We don't need no music. Come on, everybody. 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 We don't need no music. What?
Okay. Now, when all those classics that you have, Call Me, Start a Romance, Show Me the Way, a lot of songs that y'all have out there,
Show me the way.
Are there any hidden meanings in all these classics?
No, I don't think there's any hidden meanings in any of those classics. They're great songs.
Written by great writers.
Written by great writers.
Solomon,
played by fantastic musicians.
Fantastic musicians, and they are just songs that I think showcase who we are as vocalists. And so, because we are about the harmonies, always have been about the harmonies. So, there is no hidden, we don't know what they felt when they were writing them, because we didn't write them, but so we don't know what they felt when they were writing. So if there's any hidden message,
You'd have to ask them.
we'd have to ask them.
Okay. Now, y'all been overseas. Y'all did like every state there is in the United States. Just about every country there is. What was your favorite performance venue?
Wow. Well, I hate to say it, I always revert to Capitol Center. It was our first Cap Center, which was in and around the Maryland area. It was the first big date that we did outside of New York. We had done Madison Square Garden and then went straight from Madison Square Garden to Cap Center.
But we had done Cap Center before that.
That might be in your memory, but in my in my memory, that Cap Center date that we did, where we had no outfits, our outfits didn't make it.
Well, that's probably why it was memorable.
That's right. That's why it's so memorable. And we got up there and we killed.
Yeah, we had our jeans, our boots, and our
we were comfortable.
Our tour jackets.
Right.
That's
I
what we
want to
had.
say, I think I want to say it was Radio City because we are New Yorkers, but I want to say it was San Diego when we performed with Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, Luther Vandross, and Quincy Jones.
Wow.
That was the Budweiser Superfest, right?
Budweiser Superfest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
She wasn't good, no. Wasn't good, no. Don't like to do the things you like to do. No. She wasn't good, but she did you. Show you loving like she used to. Well, I've been watching you, boy, and I got what you want. I got what you need. From your girlfriend, a friend of mine. Here's my number and a dollar. Call me anytime.
It was definitely Nancy Wilson.
Yeah.
Because she has always been an idol of mine. And I remember when we were on tour, it seems like every city we played in, she played in, and I always missed her. It would be her. I can't say there's anybody else that I ever want to do a song with.
Doris?
For me, it would have been, well, notwithstanding Nancy Wilson, Lena Horne. This is my girl.
That's right. We
Yeah,
just
Stormy
old
Weather
school
takes
singers.
me out every time I hear it.
Okay.
She was just so good at what she did.
I'm gonna change the game a little bit. I'm gonna change the game a little bit. So a modern artist, Mary J. Blige, because I like her swing, I like her flow. But if it was going to be an old school artist, of course it would be Patti LaBelle.
Yeah, right.
If I could do a song with Patti LaBelle or Keith Sweat, now see, now you're gonna start.
Yeah, now
because all of these. Well, I'm just saying because there's different reasons for being with different artists, right?
Exactly.
So I would love to do a song with Keith Sweat because I just like his flow and all of that.
And
but,
I would Howard Hewitt or Phil Perry.
oh, okay, yeah, I'm
like
taking it.
Yeah, see.
What she used to do? How she treat you, baby? She doesn't treat you. I know. Like she used to do. No. Here's my number and a dime. You can call me anytime.
If you saw a young artist that's coming up, or because they're going to, young artists always come up to you a lot. What is that one big advice that you would want to give them getting into the business?
I'd set your expectations high, but don't be disappointed if it doesn't happen right then and there.
All right, so could we say that's uniformity with the ladies?
Absolutely, because I have to say this, the game has changed considerably since when we started.
Right.
There was a certain path that you took. For us, it was signing with a producer. The producers went to a record company and created our album, basically sold it to a record company,
Right.
and then that record company would add on distribution companies to get our music all over the place. Nowadays, that path is totally different,
yeah.
and artists are independent. So you can take whatever path you like. But the most important thing is to know your craft, have some good, decent music, and don't let your head get too big. Because I think the biggest problem with a lot of artists, and this is just what I see from the television shows,
Yeah.
all the artists that are out there, you think you are the greatest thing since sliced bread.
And pocket.
There's a lot
Right.
of folks out
Out
there
there.
that are just as talented as
Right.
you. You have but to look at any of the talent shows, The Voice, name
Right.
any of those
Right.
shows,
Exactly.
and there is a plethora of talent out there.
Exactly.
So you want to stand out from the rest, but remain humble. please.
Right.
Exactly, because it's not about a competition. Everybody has a talent. Do you
Right.
know your brand, put your brand out there, but it's not a fight to the death between
Right.
anybody else. It's not about that. It's about you setting your goal and getting there.
Let me hear you singing to me. Call me. Everybody, come on. Call me. Come on, let me hear you. Let me hear you. Call me.
Okay. Now, one last question for me. Now, as y'all doing anything, you seen, y'all been in the business, y'all still in the business, and you've seen a lot of people using computers and stuff. When y'all was doing it, it was the real voices and everything. And now we're doing like the computer thing. Would y'all even think about doing that, or do y'all just look at it as like we got to stay true to ourselves?
You mean auto-tune?
I didn't want to go on
You're
to
talking about auto-tune. Listen, I think auto-tune has its place. I've heard some songs by real singers, and they've used auto-tune for a certain effect. Do we need it? Not necessarily. Do we love the fact that we don't have to sing every single background vocal at every single thing? Yes, we love that fact. We love that idea. But you have to come in there with the talent.
And for me, I want to hear real instruments. All of that computer, all of that is fine, but for me, you don't get the same vibe.
Yeah, it's the purity.
You know what I'm saying? It's the purity of the music.
Of why these instruments were created.
Right.
As well as the guys behind it, the
Exactly.
gentlemen
That's what
who
we're
are
saying.
Right, because
the musicians
once
themselves.
you have the purity of the violins and the drums and the guitar, the bass guitar, whether it's an upright or whether it's an
Whatever
electric one, or a 12-string guitar, there's nothing more pure than a 12-string guitar. You get the feeling that this person is putting his whole soul and heart into this music. You're not getting that when you press a button.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay, so since we just talked about auto-tune and real voices, can we get a quick acapella?
Oh, come on, we
just
can do
I
it.
want to thank you, babe. Do you thank your fans?
Come on, we can do it.
What do you want to do?
I want to thank you,
Let's
baby.
just do it real quick.
I wanna thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. I wanna thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. You just heard the legendary Ladies of Sky live in effect. You cannot get any better than this. Ladies, we love you. We will always love you. Keep doing your thing. We'll be back.
I want to hear y'all one more time. Now let me hear everybody. Come on. Thank you. Thank you.